Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Ujima journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Ujima journey, and let's build together.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
But the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is
Habaragani, Bombskin & Co. is the true definition of self-care, self-love, and repeat. We are what we create in this life. Bombskin & Co. chooses to create something innovative and unforgettable. Check out our website for more information.
Spirit Over Flesh LLC is a wellness-based business where we heal through words. I'm Tiandra. I'm the founding servant leader. It is a Black-owned, woman-owned business that was founded in Ohio, but that can serve the world. Through virtual sessions, either by phone or video conference, we have a conversation. We always start with a 15-minute consult where we just make sure that I learn a little bit about you, you learn some about me, and then we schedule some time to be intentional about your wellness journey. During the time, it's about education and empowerment. You are your own best doctor from within. So I'm literally someone who is just intentional in the space and drawing questions out of you to get you further on your wellness journey. Sessions are typically starting at $80. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're going to go ahead and take 20% off. It's about getting you well so that we can be well, right? Kuji Chagalia and Ujima, collective responsibility. So grateful for the opportunity to support you in your wellness journey. If you're interested, go to my website, spiritoverfleshllc.com. There's a button that says Let's Connect. Fill out the form, and I'll get right back to you. Again, that's spiritoverfleshllc.com. I look forward to supporting you in your wellness journey and healing through words.
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, mid-size sedan, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
Kwanzaa. I'm Carla, and my sister Karen and I own Two Natural Sisters. We've been in business for 5 years, and we sell a line of natural bath, body, and candle products. Let's take a look. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, at Two Natural Sisters. All items that are in stock will be shipped within 24 to 48 hours. As a promotional item, we offer a CD of Black romantic poetry of self-love and coupled love, and 50% discount on Sister Locks, Brother Locks by consultant Sapphire Donetta Mahadi. If you have any questions, you can reach us at customercare@twonaturalsisters.com. Enjoy and happy Kwanzaa.
What's going on? My name is Doe. I am the owner and creator of Madeline Gin. Madeline Gin is best described as a celebratory art experience that exudes hella blackness. Initially, the company was founded to provide a luxurious but affordable art experience, and has since transformed itself into something a bit more spiritual. By walking in what I believe to be my truth, I've been able to get in contact with my ancestors and use my platform and my art, my gift, to tell their untold stories. I do that by using different textures, by utilizing different mediums, colors, and just making things pop out so that it's open for interpretation. I love creating, and I can't wait to be of service to you. Thank you.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices,
Check
and
1 2.
deeds
Check 1 2.
must express
Check
my
1 2.
geniusness.
Check 1 2.
I'm a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
The Purpose Driven Society is a Black-owned, woman-owned business local to Columbus who creates accessories that have intentional messaging. Our specialty are buttons. Buttons can be worn anywhere, on a shirt, on a book bag, on a hat. The beautiful thing about buttons is that you can change them and switch it up depending on your mood or the day. For Election Day, we wore a very intentional button. On my book bag, my student's book bag, it says, "You are already intelligent, educate yourself." Buttons are empowering with the messages that we create. Again, we do them very intentionally. At the Purpose Driven Society, we're minding our Black-owned business and hope that you'll help mind ours too by doing business with us. Our buttons go for $3 for one, $5 for two, $7 for three. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're doing a special where you'll get an assortment of buttons for just $20, and we'll ship anywhere in the country. So again, that's the Purpose Driven Society. We can be reached at thepurposedrivensociety@outlook.com. Send us an email, and we will put together a very intentional bag of buttons for you and ship it straight to your home. Happy Kwanzaa. Thanks for doing business with us.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Fam, just move your body. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on. Pour it.
Move your body.
Move.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. What's up, family? It is a great day. It's a great day. And Lord, these Giami kids getting on my nerves. It's moving my stuff. Oh my God. Woo. All right, family. Hey, I want to welcome y'all. Once again, welcome to GiamiJourney.media. Right? Well, we're going to sit up here and toast these ancestors. But first, I need to remind you, you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Giami Journey Media. Of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simple production. And of course, I am your host, Brother Hatim, and this is the Daily Toast. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Oh, let's get it poppin', family. Let's get it poppin'. Yo, so first off, I want to send salutes out to everybody that's up this morning, that's with us. And also, I want to send out shots to those that might be joining us a little bit later in the game, because I understand the early morning can be kind of rough for some of us. But hey, whatever time it is, make sure you're doing those little health techniques we got, drinking your water, taking your breath, you know what I'm saying, getting your move on just a little bit, eating yourself a culturally appropriate diet, getting enough sleep, and also when you can, grabbing just a little bit of sunlight, let a little sunlight hit you, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, family, let's get into the toast. And then if we got some news, we're going to have a little conversation. I want to apologize about last night. We had a meeting that ran over into 7 o'clock. So what I did was I just went back upstairs and started cutting video, right? So I got a couple of pieces that I'm working on right now. I won't be sharing it with y'all soon, sharing it with you during the
in Guza Cyber Festival. I think I'm on launch them around the Guza Cyber Festival. You know what I'm saying? Might as well kill two birds with one stone because we doing the show every morning, and hey, actually we got 3 scheduled shows during the Guza Cyber Festival in Guza Cyber Festival. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Right? So let's go on and get it. All right, so we got a little bit of this watermelon. We're gonna go on and it's been sipping pretty good. This is a good sipper here. This right here. Lord, I'm kind of excited about. Well, I got a little while before I could brew again. I mean, I could brew. I got enough empty bottles I can brew and get us some batches to last us until damn near summertime. So let's go on and just do our thing. Man, it is a beautiful, beautiful day. Although it's cold as all get out, but any day where I'm up above and walking around with y'all is a beautiful day. You know, because we ain't got nobody to take over the toast if I was to just pass away all of a sudden. So hopefully, you know, we got the young people getting ready because we got to make sure that we are able to pass on our traditions on from one generation to the next. That's what tribe is for. So I'm quite sure somebody will be able to get up and do it. They'll be able to find my list because it's right up on the table. I don't know if they'll be able to read my handwriting, but they could do their best. All right, but here we go. So family, let's go on. And let's pour these, let's do this toast. So pour these libations. We lifting up the toast of the Creator and our ancestors, bringing that energy into our day, right? So here we go. First off, I want to give thanks to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator each and every morning, bringing that energy here. Even though we know the energy is all around us, we still want to salute and we want to make sure that, you know, we become conscious of that energy and start being able to use that energy and guide that energy to improve our lives and improve the lives of our tribe, our family, our community, you know what I'm saying, and build, right? So we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. All right, cool. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we go? It's a very simple journey from here. From here, we move straight into our list of our ancestors. Man, we developed this show so that we could salute our personal ancestors and lift them high. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to lift them high and we're going to salute them. So let's go on and get it. So we're going to go and salute these ancestors. So let's do it. All right. So first off, let's start off. Get my mind right. Get your mind right. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robin the Texana, Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Christopher Petty, Gaston, Eileen, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, No More Exit, Pat Mott, Robin Lee McCord, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamau, the Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Algeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Actor Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullen, the Luxor brother, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sil Ware, Levita Farmer, Agosu Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Nada Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis. Doing too many things at one time. My computer shut down and messed my whole thing up. So we are on Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Spell, Slimmy, Seven Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heater Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Ward, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Amatel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Peter Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ez Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Lee Marnez, Jenny Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. First page, we on William Walter West, Nigel Parrish, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan. I was right. John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFritis Hines, Anna Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, Emma Hine, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Pintup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Kennedy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Edward Stevens. Let me see. Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens. I was right. Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr. I'm trying to learn them, family. I'm going to learn them. I was right. William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson, Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Bookie, also known as Gypsy. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trash, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eulin Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Ellie Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Yassine, Melly Miller, Halsey Hatch, Doug Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Japel Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leora Q. Hughes Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, I was Molly, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Urchin Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Captain Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevada Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javale McCormick, Robert Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekel Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Alvin, Mazarin Cooper, Joyce Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Shirley Morgan, Sybil Evans McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, and Shelby McClendon. We have Jordan Giles. We got James Carswell. We got Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, and Lottie Gaucher. We got Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham. Oh, I was right. Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundum, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Nez Words, Marshawn McKill, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton. We got Leonard Jones, Sally Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lump, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thornton, We got Johanna, Jacinda Annette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. II, Fannie A. Webb, Dan Walton, L.L.T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers. We got Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como. We got Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Kareem Mackey. We got Victor Bowden. We got Drusilla Kitty Burger. We got Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha Damon, Ethel Marshall. We got Steve Dougie Shelton. We got William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster. We got James Lizzie Winston, Aben Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Coper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don. We got Sabre Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Mentor, Mary Smith, Juanette Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nicia, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, LaVonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Bueller, Papa Al Risa, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Nina Kate, Pam Johnson, Vera Reeves Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallum, also known as Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donald Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spade, and Eric Branson. We got Eric Winston, Dan Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. We got King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Lena Shepard, Brett L. Willen, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge. We got Daisy Wilfork, Reggie Smith, James and Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Kelly Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Miss Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, and Tracy Emery. Family, we lift up our glass. We salute each and every last one of our ancestors. And with that, we give one mighty Ashe, or your word of power, your word of choice. So we move on, family. We move on and we lift our glass up. We move, of course, from our ancestors, saluting our history, saluting our past, saluting what we come from, the foundation upon which we stand. We saluted that. Now we move into the present moment, and this is where it's our time. This is for us in many ways, right? So to remind us and to affirm our relation with the past, present, the past, and the future by us recognizing our role right now in this day and time, what we supposed to be doing. Right now, we are in the moment of Ujima. The day is Ujima. For those that don't understand, y'all can check us out at our free e-course. Go and make sure you get it. Check it out. It's free. Get the information. Come back and chill with GNJ.media. You know what I'm saying? And let's have some conversation about it. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. All right, so family, we are on Ujima. And as I ask every day, I say, please activate your reticular formation. Go out and seek out Ujima because it's out there. And also it's in here. All the principles move from in here to out here, right? From inner space into outer space, right? And these principles are working. And when we allow them to work, they help us grow. They help us become better, right? So plug into your principles, family. So we are looking for Ujima. And for those that don't speak the language, Ujima means collective work and responsibility. The Myotic principle for the day is righteousness. What we teach the young people with the M7 is respect. The color is blue. As you see, I got on my blue Blunt Talk shirt because we're going to have the Blunt Talk show tonight. Vibration is the Hermetic law. Male name is Kwaku. Female name is Akua. We lift up our glass and we salute this present moment of power in this moment. Our responsibility in this moment for us to take the moment that our ancestors passed on to us, build up upon it, add our little flavor to it, and pass it to the future generations. So we lift up our glass to this moment and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move on and we lift our glass and we salute our children, our children's children on to infinity. We toast them in advance and we say, Ashe. From there, where do we go? Very simple journey. We're going to move straight from here to where, Brother Hatem? We're moving straight to all of our relations and we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From all of our relations, family, we move on. From all of our relations, we move on to
From all of our relations, we move on to the selfish stuff. My fault. This for you. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move towards your greatness, family? Come on now. It's out there. Come on, what is you need? What do you need? What do you need? Come on. In this moment, Ashe. From there, family, we move on and we toast our tribe. And who your tribe? Lifting up your tribe. Your tribe is your accountability group. Those who you build with, right? Right? We lift up our glass. My tribe is Giami. What's your tribe? Ashe. From there, family, we'll move on. And I'm going to toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, most uplifting, most outstanding, the beautiful and the wisest and the most intelligent individual in the room right now. I lift my glass up to you. And with that, we say Ashe. Uh-oh. See, Cleve been moved down here moving, so now it's closer. It's like my table and my chair move back and forth. 1 minute it's too far, next minute it's close enough. So we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. That's 100 years, right? We lift up our glass. Also, we say cat in here because this is our thing. We're lifting up our glass and we're toasting those ancestors. Oh. Ooh. Come on now. Kind of felt like a spark jumped off my tongue. Oh my God. All right, so let's see what's in the news. Let's keep it moving. See what's in the news. We're busting out. We're busting out on the funk. Busting out. We're busting out on some serious fuck. All right, here we go. So we up live right now. Haiku for the day. Nguza Saba. Festival is coming soon. Hope to see you there. 575. Boy on Point starting February 22nd at 5 p.m. Hope to see you there. All right, Black Church is having a moment. Let's see what they're talking about. This is by CNN.com. John Blake. Let's see what's going on here. Let's go. Was in the news, caught my attention. So let's see. Reverend Jamar Tisby describes himself as a theological mutt. He was baptized in the Southern Baptist Church, joined a white non-denominational congregation, and spent much of his time attending Catholic schools. But once he attended a small black Baptist church in Mississippi Delta, he found a home. Located in a former warehouse, the church had concrete floors, metal folding chairs for pews, and an elderly congregation of only about 12 people. What they lacked in size, though, they made up for in spiritual fervor. When members of the congregation began to feel the spirit, they cried, moaned, and swayed while singing spirituals like Wade in the Water. Y'all remember that one? Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. Got a frog in my throat. It was if you were hearing, it was as if you were hearing the echoes of the ancestors, said Tisby, author of How to Fight Racism, Courageous Christianity, and the Journey to Racial Justice. There's a lot of books coming out. Man. So, you know, hell, maybe they paying reparations in us writing books about racism. You know? Maybe they're writing books about, you know, so if you want your reparations, write a book telling white people about racism, how it affected you. You might be able to get some of your reparation money. It was almost like you were transported back in time. There was a dignity and ancestral strength that they had tapped into. Ooh, that's something that we strive to do here at Giami Journey Media. The Black Church ritual that Tisby celebrates are in the national spotlight this week. For over 400 years, the Black Church has been the central institution in the African-American community. I totally agree. But many of its customs remain a mystery to outsiders. New research and a new documentary film could help change that. The Pew Research Center on Tuesday is publishing a major study, Faith Among Black Americans. We might need to check that out. That takes a sweeping look at African Americans' religious belief and practices. On Tuesday night, or Kuji Chakalia, PBS will premiere The Black Church. This is Our Story, This is Our Song, a two-part documentary series produced and hosted by scholar Henry Louis Gates Jr. Henry doing it, ain't he? Feature interviews from such luminaries as Oprah Winfrey, singer John Legend, and social critic Cornel West, with
The series examines the world within a world. A black church's distinctive style of preaching, gospel music, and blending of African faith tradition with Christianity. The black church gave people a sense of value, belonging, and worthiness. Winfrey says in the special, "I don't know how we could have survived as a people without it." The Pew Study and the PBS special arrived as the black church is helping transform American politics. Let's listen. Black church scores played a critical role in President Biden's victory. And helped Democrats win control of the U.S. Senate with the election of Ralph Warnock, a black pastor who preaches in the same Atlanta pulpit that Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. once occupied. After 4 years of white evangelical grabbing headlines, the black church is getting its due. Let's see what it says. What the Pew Study says. I'm interested. The phrase "the black church" has long been used by black scholars and clergy as an umbrella term for all historically black Protestant denominations, as well as non-denominational churches with predominantly black congregations, Pew says. The new study, Pew's most comprehensive look at the religious practice of black Americans, is based on interviews with at least 8,660 black adults. For comparative purposes, researchers also posed some of the same questions to 4,574 Americans of other races. It found black people are more religious than other groups in the U.S., while 90% of Americans overall believe in God or higher power. 97% of black adults believe in the same, Pew says, and while 54% of Americans surveyed believe evil spirits can harm, 73% of black adults say the same. So I wonder if this bent towards religiosity harms us or hinders us. Or does it do both? Let's see. Black Americans place a higher emphasis on religion in their lives than U.S. public overall. In a survey by the Pew Research Center, black respondents were more likely to say that they believed in God or higher power than non-black respondents. All right. Dark purple, black. All other adults believe in God and higher power. All right. 90% of all other adults. 97% of black folks. I wonder if there's a correlation, because like 97% of us vote for Democrats and we don't get shit. Could there be a correlation between our belief in God and us not getting shit as well? I'm just throwing the question. I'm just here to ask the questions. That's it. Come on now. Believing evil spirits can harm. 73% of us believe that. 54% of the Western population, or the other group that they did, they did about a 12,000 person sample. So 73% of black folks believe that evil spirits can harm. 54% of everybody else is like, Say religion is very important. 59% of us say religion is important. Damn. We kind of, all right. So this is something we might need to look at here. Black Americans are also more likely to say religion is very important in their lives and to believe prayers to ancestors have protective powers, the survey found. Ooh, now that's interesting. That's not a church thing. So they're mixing spirituality and churchy. All right, cool. So believe prayers to ancestors. Okay. The survey found most black adults regularly engage in personal prayer, with 63% saying they pray at least once a day. Okay. All right. The black church is also known for its unique culture. The study found that black Protestants are far more likely than black adults of other faiths to go to church that features highly expressive worship, dancing in the aisles, speaking in tongues, and shouts of amen. The study also explores integral facts of the black church, its stances on social justice, as few discover, the activism remains essential to many African Americans. At least 44% of the Protestant black churchgoers said they heard a sermon, lecture, or discussion on race relations or race inequality in the last year, while 29% of all adults heard a sermon on the same topic during the time period. Now, churches are important because this is a place where people gather on a regular basis for a regular basis. During you got large groups of people that come together, so it's important to talk about social issues in there. So you know what I'm saying, we got to go and start earthatizing some of our sermons. You know what I'm saying? As far as reaching the people, because now I wonder if they're going to talk about the bleeding of the black church right now. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that's kind of like getting frustrated with the way that black churches are set up, because the piece that we really have to understand is, family, that the church of today is a lot different than the church of the past. You know what I'm saying? Because the church used to be the gathering place, the place where people organized. Many of our movements, not just the civil rights movement, but many of our movements and successful power moves, you know what I'm saying, in some form or fashion, were pushed and, in a sense, pushed and protected within the church. Most black Americans say opposing racism is essential to their faith. A smaller percentage said that regular attending religious service was an important part of being a person of faith. A smaller percent said that the regular attending religious services was an important part of being a person of faith. Purple is black, all U.S. adults. Percentage of Americans who say that blank is essential to what being a faithful or moral person means to them. All right. Opposing racism, 75% of us say that. That opposing racism is 75% of us say that opposing racism is essential to what being a faithful or a moral person means to them. 75% of us, 68% of the others. I want to look at that group of others. This is a good question. 73% of black Americans who say that believing in God is essential to what being a faithful, moral person means. 73% of us say that, 58%. So if you say you don't believe in God, it's a good chance that the person that, if they're black, you're going to be talking to them, they're going to think that you are a moral person, if you even question it. Wow. Only 32% says attending religious services. Okay, all right. Most black Christians say that opposing racism is essential to being a Christian, says Bishar Muhammad, who's co-authored the report along with Kiana Cox, Jeff Diamat, and Clarence Geeswitz. The PBS special tells the story behind those numbers, describing the black church as an engine for social justice. Many of the country's best-known civil rights leaders, King, Frederick Douglass, activist Fannie Lou Hamer, were motivated primarily by their Christian faith and the black church tradition of speaking truth to power. We need to bring that tradition back on a larger scale, because I know some of y'all, some pastors out there doing their thing. I understand that. See, the church is one of the only places that can employ individuals that can really, in a sense, many cases, speak truth to power. Especially, a lot of these churches are more concerned about financial blessings. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it's more of a money game now. This soaring song our ancestors bequeathed to us, says Gates, host of the PBS special. No social institution in black community is more central and important than the black church. Why getting political is so important in the black church? I remember that look in church. What is going on? I remember that. I was there. I was there with you, young fella. But we ain't had them nice little cushions. I come from the old system of church where they had real wood benches. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. It wasn't until my later years that I first was able to sit on a cushioned chair in church. I had to find a way to get comfortable on an all-wood bench so that I could go on and doze off and fight sleep and get slapped. You know what I'm saying? The church's emphasis on social justice may seem baffling to outsiders who think churches shouldn't get involved in politics. Not in our community. Well, at least not in our community. Hey, but the black church was forged during the crucible of slavery. Enslaved Africans drew hope from stories like Moses leading children of Israel out of bondage. For them, Christianity was about liberation from injustice, not just personal sin. We got to get it back to there. It's about liberation from injustice. And while you're working on this, you can't help but to take care of these personal sins. By working on liberation from injustice, you are handling most of your personal sins, because a lot of your personal sins are brewed by injustice that is going on in your life. Goddamn. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Correlation is not causation. I mean, but I'm just saying. But I imagine if you get rid of a lot of the injustice that is affecting your life, a lot of the personal sins would disappear as well. If you agree with me, go on, throw up a like or something. I don't know. For decades, the black church was the only independent institution of the black community that had the sufficient number and resource to push for social change, says Tisby, the pastor and author. Today's groups like Black Lives Matter are as dependent on the black church and can mobilize people on social media, he says. That may explain some trends in the Pew survey. Despite the black church's key place in black life, almost 47% of African Americans believe that predominantly black churches are less influential today than they were 50 years ago. Only 30% think they are more influential. So, I side with it that they're less influential because the message has changed. You know what I'm saying? Because you go to some churches and it's about you and your personal relationship, and not a lot about your responsibility to your community. I mean, because really, when it comes down to it, small church is a tribe, a large church is a community or a group of tribes. And if the church is not looking out for them and is not speaking up for them, you understand? At least that's my view. All these views are mine. The study also found that younger black adults are less religious and less involved in black churches than older generations. About half of black adults born in 1996 attend a black church, compared to 2/3 of the black baby boomers. Because they're not seeing some of the progress that the black church forced. I want y'all to think about that, right? There's no progress. You know what I'm saying? There's no progress, right? Still, the black church still wields tremendous power and resources. The church's ability to influence the 2020 election is evidence of that, Tisby says. The black church isn't the only outlet for organizing a protest, but it remains the central outlet, he says. Okay. Tisby says he's not worried about the long-term mission of the black church. All he has to do is look at the headlines. He cites how many white evangelical churches threw their support behind former President Trump. I don't worry too much about the black church, he says. As long as there's racism within the white church, there will always be a black church. You just gave them the winning combination. We got to get these, to keep them oppressed. We got to open up churches. Be welcoming to them. Destroy that infrastructure. Just gave them the key. Just give them the key. Just give them the key. That's all you got to do. All right, let's move on. Interesting article. Shouts out to Mama Margarita. I see you out there. Interesting Nubian forgotten civilizations of Africa, Nubian kingdom. You go and check that out. That's a nice video. I mean, like I said. Now, but also back check it. Don't take it word for word. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it word for word and be quoting. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some brothers out here that know. So don't watch the video and think you're an expert. The videos are just to open the door of interest. Okay? The video is just to open the door. Shouts out to Miss Navita Nelson. Shouts out to Miss Freedom Johnson. I didn't see y'all. Y'all came on a little bit late. Let me see what's going on over here. All right. So, all right, let's go and look at some other stuff. Also, I want to, since Navita's on here, let me remind y'all we have Blunt Talk tonight. Lead the babies. You know what I'm saying? Grab whatever you grab your little whatever. Come on out and join us. We're going to have a real good time tonight. Now, I threw this one up here, Playing of the Future. As I say, I put this up for my nerds and the business fam, right? There is going to be a shakeup in the airplane business. The question is, will we be in the right place at the right time to make a come up? Just letting y'all know. All right. So all the rest of them is like posts from my little short post that I do for the proverb of the day and the folktale for the day. And we also do a longer show on Coogee Chagalia and Ujima. I didn't do it last night because our meeting ran over. And I said, let me just go and cut these videos because I got to get some stuff ready for the Nguzo Saba Festival starting on, if I'm correct, 22nd. February 22nd at 5 p.m. right here on GNJ.media. We will be launching our thing, family. Launching our thing. All right. So I think that's it for me today. I ain't got nothing else. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Let me check the messages. Any other messages? Anything you want to announce, Navita? Go on, throw that message up. Miss Freedom, you got something you want to announce? Speaking of that, y'all got to check out Blunt Talk because we got 10 minutes of freedom. She come on and she be dropping the news. I'm trying to tell y'all, we moving it into the 21st century, family. We building. You know why? Because we got no choice. Because if we don't leave nothing, there will be nothing for our children but dust. So we got to start building. We got to start working. We got to start moving towards the future. We got to start securing the present moment. And we got to salute our ancestors so we can keep them in the mix and build, family. There's no reason for us to be stuck on stupid. No reason at all. None. So we need to be able to move forward. We got to be brave enough and bold enough. And this means that once you start really doing what you have been put on this plan to do, what's going to start happening is that you're going to start losing friends. You're going to start losing friends. But let me tell you something, right? When you lose friends, what that's doing is making room for new friends. Some of us can't grow because of the circles that we're running in. We're stuck. What we're trying to do at Giami Journey is we're trying to get unstuck, right? There's no reason why when we get up and we do the Daily Toast, that we don't have thousands of people watching. We ain't no reason why we don't got thousands. We almost up to thousands with Blunt Talk. You know what I'm saying? We almost up at thousands. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason when we throw up a post up here that we shouldn't have a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying? But the reason that it is the way it is right now is because we are using the knowledge that we had. Now we are adapting, we are changing, we are growing, and we invite you to come and grow with us here on GNJ.media. Like I told you, I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Giami Journey Media. This is Daily Toast. And of course, you know it's a Heart of a Simple production. And we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. I see you out there. And we are out.
Greeks family, yo, thank you for joining us, right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Ujima journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. And we'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Ujima journey, and let's build together.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is